Hello, everyone, and welcome to Sunday Coffee Hour. I'm Stanley Smith. Each week we have a rather lively conversation about various topics. This week we discussed Minecraft, which apparently is a kid's virtual reality game. We talked about cyber breach. We talked about Edwardsville and the unfortunate tornado down there. And we also talked about the Illinois Railroad Museum and the Polar Express ride in Union, Illinois. We also talked about Mary Jane Jones, who died recently, actually died end of November, but word only came to us just today. So I'm sorry to hear about that. At the Washington National Cathedral today, the readings today were from Zechariah and from Philippians, and basically the takeaway was to do things, all things, in with gratitude and with praise. So we can do that. I think that's an easy lift. At St. James, the gospel reading was about St. John and the story about those people who have the two coats offer one to the people who have no coat, and those who have food offering that to those who are in need of food. And again, that seems pretty easy. That's something that we all can do. Lisa also explained that tax collectors can continue being tax collectors, and whatever your profession is or your occupation is, you don't need to be something other than you are. That whatever you are, you can offer it with the best intentions that you're able, and that is essentially your gift. And I think that's a relatively hopeful message. I'm always intrigued this time of the year with gift giving, and in my hometown, there's a local bakery we visit on a regular basis, and throughout the year they sell baguettes and bread and different baked goods. And at the holiday time, they package them in this bright red cellophane and festive packaging and ribbons and bows. And I'm always kind of amused or bemused that their regular products are just transformed into a gift with just these simple trappings. And I think that's intriguing. The last couple of weeks at National and at St. James, they've talked about how God sees us and how we see God. And actually at St. James, they included a rendering of the creation scene from the Sistine Chapel of Michelangelo. And the minister there pointed out that, God sees the good in us because he created us in his image. So he has an altogether different picture of who we are. And our picture of God is really dependent on the image that we construct of God. And it's disadvantage for us. But luckily, in the divine judgment, which was mentioned in the sermon at Washington National, divine judgment always comes with mercy. Unlike the barbs and criticisms and mean-spirited comments we make toward each other, God's judgment always includes mercy, and that's something we can be thankful for. I ran into a friend of mine this afternoon, he and his girlfriend on Oak Street as I was leaving my home to venture out for the day, and we were chatting. They had just come from the Drake Hotel afternoon tea, and I noticed this charming pin that his girlfriend was wearing, and I commented on it. And the next thing I knew, he was futzing with his jacket inside his coat, and he pulled out a pin for me because, as it turned out, they had two Christmas tree pins, and they gave one to me who was without. So I was very appreciative, and I accepted it because in my Advent journey, I'm following the model of accepting hospitality and accepting what is offered, whether I necessarily need it or not. If it's offered, I'm completing the act of giving and grateful praise by accepting the gift. If you would like to join us for Sunday Coffee Hour, I will include my email in the description, and I'll be happy to send you an invitation. And I look forward to seeing you very, very soon.